And I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit. The Ancient of Days is the Most High. Alright? Whose garment was white as snow, and his hair of his head like the pure wool. Alright? Because Christ had woolly hair as well. His throne was like a fiery flame, and his wheels were as a burning fire. So Daniel saw a vision of the Most High and what he looked like. And he's a so-called Negro. Because only Negroes have woolly hair. Daniel chapter 10 verse 5. And I lifted up mine eyes, and I looked and beheld a certain man clothed in linen, whose lions were girdled with fine gold of Uphaz, and his body was also was like beryl, in his face and his appearance of lightning. Alright, this is talking about Yahweh Shai, so-called Jesus. It's talking about his appearance and what he was wearing. And when it says appearance of lightning, it means he was a very bright person. He had a lot of knowledge. And his eyes as a lamp of fire. And his arms and feet like color of polished brass. Polished brass is dark brown, alright? And the voice of the words like a voice of a multitude. Because he had a very loud voice, alright? He wasn't some so-called little pussy white boy in the so-called movies you see that they have him as Christ, alright? Walking around with blonde hair and pale white skin with his small ass voice, alright? Alright, Salakia. right? Revelation 2:13. The 7 candlesticks, one like unto Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, like what I'm wearing right now, and the girt of paps with golden girdle, and his head and his hairs were white like wool. This is talking about Christ. It says his head and his hairs were like white like wool. All right, only Negroes have woolly hair, white as snow. His eyes were a flame of fire, and his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace. And his voice were a sound of many waters. So the key point right in the scripture, his hair were white like wool, like his father, alright? Because the Most High had hair like pure wool. And Christ's hair is like white as wool, alright? So in his skin, it's like fine brass. Because when you throw brass into a furnace, it becomes a dark color, alright? It becomes burnt. So this is just explaining what the prophet saw. Because it's talking about his feet. Because if his feet was dark skinned, his whole body is dark skinned. And his voice has the sound of many waters. Alright? So all you so-called white people and Negroes, especially you Negroes, Israelites, that believe that Christ is a so-called white man, you're completely off. Because Christ never had Christ never had blonde hair and stringy hair, you know? His eyes were never blonde or fucking blue. His skin was never pale. It was a so-called Negro from the tribe of Judah. Alright, so because a lot of people like claiming that he's white, especially so-called white people, Esau. They like to hide things from Alright, Job 9:24. The earth is given unto the hand of the wicked. The wicked. If you see who's ruling the earth right now and who has it, is the so-called white people, alright? And he covereth the face of the judges thereof. Alright, when you see the judges are prophets in Christ, so-called Christ, Yahushua, they claimed Christ is a so-called white man, alright? Or they like to say he had olive skin color, when olive is green. Or it can even be black. Who covereth the faces of the judges thereof. Alright, Christ, God, prophets, Moses, Jeremiah. As you can see in Hollywood, all the movies that they put out, they like to portray them as white people. If not, he covereth the face of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? It's Esau, man. They got the control of the earth right now. The end of the times are coming, and soon Israel will take the earth back, alright? And the whole earth will start following the laws and the commandments of the Lord. And everything will be changed. And when this happens, the earth is going to rejoice. Everything's going to go back to normal. You won't be having these earthquakes you're having today, because so-called white people like polluting the earth. And this is the outcome of it.